Since Modern Warfare 2 has come out, I have played video games almost daily since I was like 12. It's been a long time. Recently, I made the decision to quit RuneScape for at least 30 days. I sold my entire bank and I was pretty committed to never playing again, but it's been a week and I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll see. But the point of this video is that I have not played any video games for a week, and I'm going to go over the pros and cons that I have noticed with my experience of not playing video games for the first time in like more than a decade. Now some of you might be thinking, dude, it's been a week, relax, like not a big deal, right? Right now is a super stressful time for me in my life. I have like the most debt I have ever had and the least amount of money in my bank account that I've ever had. Naturally, video games would be like a good way for me to escape reality and just kind of shut my brain off. But that was part of the problem that I'm in now, is that I kept playing RuneScape as a way to say, hey, maybe I can make a video that would like do really well. And I used it as a way to think that I was being productive when I was not. And so yeah, I don't think video games are bad at all. I think that it's more important how you use them. So pro number one is that I have had a lot of opportunities in this 1 week period. Now what do I mean by that? Well, I run my own business making videos for small businesses, and I have been working with 3 new clients in the last 7 days. I have also, there's a Facebook post on a local community page near me, and I decided to reach out to this person because they were looking for someone who can Photoshop. And because I make YouTube videos, and I was like, well, maybe like I can help this person, and it would just be a good way to put some good out in the world and use my skills for some good, you know? This person was looking for someone to Photoshop 2 family members of a friend that had just passed, and she wanted a photo of them photoshopped together, basically. And yeah, it was kind of sad, and I have been super emotional since I quit RuneScape, because video games have just always been a huge part of my life, I guess, and I'm just going through this kind of stressful period right now. So yeah, it felt really good to help this person, but then I just kind of like broke down, and yeah, it was pretty sad, and I ended up getting on video, which was weird because it was not planned. Like, I was just feeling so happy about like helping this person. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be able to like include this in like a video that I make for talking about quitting video games. And like I was stoked. I like showed the camera like the message a little bit, but I'll probably blur it out. Anyways, and I was just stoked, trying to like chilling, dancing around the kitchen, cleaning up, and then I just like broke down, because it just made me realize how important family is, and how much I love my family and how grateful I am for them. And that's one of the reasons why I quit video games, was to spend more time with them. And this night that I had been editing this photo for this lady on Facebook, I was actually neglecting to go to my family cottage. It was Labor Day weekend, and we always go down there, and I wanted to stay home to focus on working on videos and getting more clients, just because I've been stressed. And yeah, after that happened, I drove down to my cottage at like 2 a.m. and slept in a hammock outside. And it ended up being a pretty good weekend. But quitting video games has allowed me to get these new opportunities that I wouldn't have had. I wouldn't have seen that Facebook post if I was still playing games, because I probably would have been playing when I was looking at that Facebook post. Now, I think a lot of that was coincidence, but timing is everything in a lot of areas of life, but also you have to be open to be in the right place at the right time. And because I was not playing video games, I happened to be in the right place at the right time for all of these new clients and that Facebook post. Pretty cool. Pro number 2. of quitting RuneScape is that it has allowed me more time to work on passion projects. So before I edited a photo for the Facebook person, I made this super emotional video for my brother. And it wasn't like an emotional video, but I just like, I'm really grateful for my brother, and I had some videos from earlier, literally in the spring. Earlier in the spring, I convinced him to help me make a TikTok video, basically. And I hadn't used those videos until now. It took 3 months. But now that I quit video games, I made that project because I have more creative energy to spend on passion projects that are important to me. So that was before the lady, and then after editing the photo for the lady, I made another family video that was from Canada Day that I had also been neglecting to edit because it just takes a lot of time, and I just have been spending more creative energy on RuneScape because I thought that it was a way that I could make more money, when in reality I was spending like hours and hours for a video to make me either 10 cents or like a max of $10. So yeah, that was like, it's cool that I make money for that, but also I would just play games instead of like editing. So pro number 2, more time for passion projects. Pro number 3, which I've already talked about, is that I've been forced to face my reality and make changes that help me change my reality. Now let's talk about cons, right? Because I've definitely noticed a couple cons that have been related to me not playing video games anymore. So con number 1 is that my hand-eye coordination is already worse with my mouse hand when I'm doing things on the computer. Now, with video editing, I think that a huge advantage of playing video games is like, you have really good hand-eye coordination, so you can be super productive on a PC and working, and like, you're just clicking things way faster than most average people would be working on a PC. Con number 2 is that I have been looking for alternative escapes, which means I've been looking to watch Netflix and just shows like that, or YouTube videos. And I don't know if I would say I've been trying to watch them more. Usually I would watch some shows while playing RuneScape sometimes. But now it's like, I'll either watch a show and like fold my laundry or something. I don't know. I haven't been watching it that much more, but I think that just watching TV in general is a worse way to escape reality than playing video games. I think video games at least like stimulate your mind and you can practice and learn different skills. I guess you could argue from watching shows as an escape from reality that you could be learning about whatever the show's about, or you could be learning something about life. It really depends. But I think that using your brain is more important, and playing a video game to challenge that is a better use of time. Con number 3 is that I've just been craving to play RuneScape again, thinking about the fact that my bank is empty and I have 1.8 bill and like I just have this fresh canvas to play. It's been really tempting to just want to go on and like do a kind of cool rebuild on the game. And if you don't know anything about RuneScape, basically I'm just tempted to play the game. And it makes me sad a little bit because I just like playing games. It's always been a part of my life. So, con number 4 is that video games, especially RuneScape, can give you a sense of social connection and you feel a part of a community. And in some ways, I have felt a little bit more disconnected from that. When I have to face my reality, not only do I have to face it, I have to face it alone. Because it's a lot harder to just like call people up or go hang out just on like a moment's notice. But with RuneScape or any other kind of video game, social video game, you can just kind of pull it up and immediately be reconnected. Which, is it like a false sense of social connection, or is it actually beneficial? I don't know. I would say it just depends, and I think it's just, again, it's not inherently good or bad social connection. It just depends how you use it. If it's your only form of social connection, maybe it's kind of detrimental to you because you feel comfortable there and you don't push yourself to get outside your comfort zone and go see people in real life. So yeah, all in all, I think that it's really healthy to just kind of shut your brain off sometimes and escape reality however you want to for like small periods of every day or like maybe every couple of days, you know? And I think that video games are a good way to do that. I think it's one of the better ways to do that. Even though they get like a really bad rep, I think that video games are a way better alternative than just watching TV every night. So, you know, after these 30 days or just however long it takes me to really get my life kind of turned around, mostly my financial situation. My financial situation is kind of like the only thing that's really plaguing me in my life right now. And I need to get that turned around kind of ASAP Rocky, which I'm already making really good progress at doing. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully after the 30 days, I feel good enough that I can play RuneScape in moderation again. But again, it just depends. I think that I definitely will play RuneScape again. Contrary to my title of my last video, I'm sorry that like I'm officially one of those dudes that was like quitting RuneScape or whatever and then just didn't. So yeah, that's me. I don't care. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Like, whatever, bro. Like 100 people saw that video, so 100 people saw it and I think like 10 people unsubbed or more. So whatever. Didn't want those bandwagoners over here anyway. We only here for the real ones, dogs. RuneScape content's not ever gonna be a priority for me on this channel though. Even if I start playing RuneScape again, it's never gonna be a priority because then that will convince my brain. My brain will use that as an excuse to play RuneScape more, which will be unproductive towards my goals. Peace!